Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. O Lord, lead us from the unreal to the real. Lead us from darkness and ignorance to light and illumination. Lead us from death to immortality. Om, peace, peace, peace be unto us all. Now, we are in the chapter of the book Nectar of Supreme Bliss, page 53, and the discussion was going on the chapter of detachment, the very beginning of this book, the first chapter. And as you have talked about much before, in spiritual life, the main obstacle is not being in the world, but being attached to our pet thoughts, pet ideas, pet affection for personalities. Attachment, not love. Love is ever pure. Attachment and love, we make a mix-up together. That's a misconception. That's why we always suffer in life, because we say that we love, but on the contrary, we are very attached. Attached to my likings, my dislikings, my ways of life, my way of thinking, versus your ways, your ways. To be, but love unconditionally. You do your business, hands off. So that is called the detachment. All our sufferings, no one is causing suffering. My expectation is causing me the suffering. You expect from me that I shall be behaving this way. If I don't do, then you get mad. So who is creating your anger? Your expectation or not? Who are you to control other person? But we forget those things. How many times we learn, but we forget that time. That's why this chapter is very important in spiritual life. That's why it is called that same story. We live in the spiritual life for years and years and years, and we say, oh, I don't get any joy, any development. I am practicing. God is very unkind. Huh? These are worthless talks. Where is our anchor? You are rowing the boat, and the boat is not moving any distance. Is the fault of the boat or rowing? Where is the point? Who can say? Why the boat is not moving when you are rowing?
Because it is anchored to
Hey, come to the point. Where it is anchored? It is anchored to the ground, to the base thing. If the anchor is put into the under the water, it goes to the base area. Because we are attached, so much clinging. I won't move from here, and hold on to my old every perfect imperfections and things. And I'm rowing the boat. I'm doing the mantra. I'm coming to temple. I'm reading the books. But where? You are holding there. And you don't want to go. That's your inner instinct. And you're rowing the boat outside. You're doing spiritual practice. That's why this Vedanta book is very clear. It does not put blame on anyone else but yourself. Who to blame? It is you to blame yourself. It is your decision, your way of thinking. And you are suffering because of that. Don't blame anyone. Put out the anchor. They see boat will run fast. There is no obstacle. So this is the point. That's why detachment chapter is very important in spiritual life. And the very fundamental condition, being a student of Vedanta, is to learn first to detach. First to know what is good, what is bad, what is highest, what is mundane, and then detach from which is mundane, attach to what is eternal. Simple formula. And that is the whole story of spiritual life. So if we are all spiritual, we are all struggling, this book reminds us, hey, why your progress is not happening? Why are you not feeling greater freedom inside and give freedom to others? Why not? Who is stopping you? Find out your failures, your anchor to the base things. Base things means, according to Vedanta, what is base? Base things or lower category of thing is that what is not God, what is not divine. What is you are thinking it is matter, material, worldly, and you are hanging on to that, and you expect that your boat will run as you are wishing to do. With a rudder and every struggle. 8 people may be rowing the boat. With a rudder, 2 people holding the rudder and sweating all the time. But the boat does not move an inch. So this is those who want sincere spiritual life, we are talking about that. It's very important to note that are we careful about that? And when we talk about that, then we don't like that because it is too much taking responsibility on us. That time because it is not giving any chance to put the blame on anyone. So therefore we don't like this discussion. We try to escape. So be very serious. We are all serious spiritual seekers. Where is our bondage? Is attachment. Not the object, but the attachment to the object. Let there be object everything. Your house may be well-decorated house with all furniture, everything nice and best and beautiful. Think it is Lord's house and I'm staying there. Finished. You are living but you are detached. That's why spiritual life says that Deho dharam salah karo. Think that you are residing in this body. This is like a roadside inn. You have entered into this body, into this inn, for staying for now. In the inn we go 1 night, 2 nights, 5 nights, 10 nights, some stay 1 month. But we have taken shelter for 100 years. Up to 100 years, no. But notice may come at any point of time. Eviction notice. Heart is not functioning. One notice, hey, heart is not functioning. You have to get out, get ready. But we hang on. No, I like it. So we go and repair and come back and then again stay. No, staying is not wrong, but it is only the hankering on and hanging on. So this is a very important point. So detachment chapter, why we emphasize Vedanta, a detachment, if we understand its importance in life, it's tremendous impact. It can make you free and it can make you bound, a bond slave of the body, mind, emotion, ego. It can destroy the total freedom of a person. Detachment can liberate one immediately. And detachment will not come unless we attach to God. Where my attachment, my anchor should be somewhere. I have to put the anchor somewhere. Where? Which is liberating. Put your anchor in God's feet, we call it, the Lord's feet. Put your anchor in Brahman. Put your anchor in your own self, the witness consciousness. Anchor there. And withdraw the other side. So this is very important. We cannot just say negatively, okay, I won't do anything, I will not attach to anybody. Am I wanting to be a piece of stone or a block of wood? This is my spiritual life? No. I'll be full of love. Look at the holy people who have realized God, who have anchored in God and detached from the so-called mundane. Look at their life. They're the best giver in the world. They're the best lover in the world. They love unconditionally. They don't look at our faults. They give and give and give. And they're so free. They're so joyful. Freedom is theirs. We are all born slaves because we are attached. So this is the science of spirituality. And that is very important to study, meditate, and apply in everyday life. Anyhow, so we have read the other day, the page number 52, that verse we have read, said, O Rama, how can this Atman, which is vaster than space, which is pure, subtle, imperishable, go at the bottom of page 52, and propitious, overtake birth or die? So, because we have talked about the suffering of birth and death and birth. Whose birth? Atman is born, the eternal self. It cannot be born, it cannot die. But who is born and dying? It's the body-mind complex which is dying and body coming into the body, and growth and separation is happening from there. So, therefore it says this Atman never comes, Atman never goes. So that we know all the time, Vedantic principle. So anchor to the Atman then, which does not go, which does not come. You want to invest your money, where will you invest? Unstable, everyone says, no, let me have some stable income. No? Rather hoping for high income, high return, and losing tomorrow, there is uncertainty, volatile investment. So we don't like. So our life, but we do that same thing for life. For our monetary investment, we are very consult people where to be invested, what is the best investment, secured investment. But for our spiritual life, our life, we think that okay, it is not that important. We can invest in anywhere. And we wrongly invest, and we get all whole life dedication and investment, bringing at the end only cries and weeping and frustration and helplessness in life. No? So, therefore, anchor in the Atman.
Who anchors in the Atman? Is it you become the Atman? Or are you separate and anchor in some image?
Anchor question comes because you are not connected now. Do you think that you are connected? Then no question of anchoring. I am connected to the world I know. But really that is my real self is the anchorage point. But I am not anchoring this side, I am anchoring that side. So when you will feel that you are Atman, you don't need to anchor anywhere because everywhere is Atman. Wherever you anchor, there is God. There is the divine. After that knowledge. And we are not attained to that knowledge, we are a student. So what the student should do, to anchor into God, into the divine, and take out the anchor of attachment from those which are mundane, temporary, which brings suffering, which brings agonies and pain and aversion and all these things. So and brings freedom. Understand? Okay, so 25th verse we go. On page 53 or 54 better. The introduction says that supreme bliss on the page 53 at bottom, 25 verse. That supreme bliss can only be attained by self-knowledge and by no other means is expounded upon here. No? How will you realize that self? Is there any other way? How to anchor in the self? What is the way? That way is being mentioned. How to attach to the Atman. How to feel that I am that. So that is the point. What? This verse says, Sarvam ekam idam shantam. Sarvam ekam idam shantam. Adi madhyantavarjitam. Adi madhyantavarjitam. Bhava bhavo vinirmuktam. Bhava bhavo vinirmuktam. Iti gatva sukhi bhava. Iti gatva sukhi bhava. Sarvam ekam idam shantam. Sarvam ekam idam shantam. Adi madhyantavarjitam. Adi madhyantavarjitam. Bhava bhava vinir muktam. Bhava bhava vinir muktam. Iti gyatva sukhi bhava. Iti gyatva sukhi bhava. You can chant this because you know how to chant. At least few you can memorize even. You know Sanskrit much more than anyone knows. Because if you read like this and chant maybe 5 days, 7 days and memorize, you see, you are chanting Sanskrit. And you know what is the meaning of it. It is what by one meaning is there. Once you capture one verse, take one verse, we read 1 or 2 verses for a week. It's not a big task. You can utilize it, take the task which is read today, whole week, go on chanting, memorizing, understanding. Then you see how much richness will come and how much you will feel. Oh, you understand the Sanskrit means you understand the spirit in its very close proximity. Because when you translate anything, it does not go to the very core. But if you read that again and again, it has its own power. It will reveal in your heart in the right sense. So what it says, idam sarvam, all this, idam means this. Sarvam means everything. Everything you see in this visible universe, idam sarvam, is ekam, that is one. How it is ekam? It has no beginning. It has no middle, no end. Adi, madhya, anta. Adi means beginning, madhya means the middle, and anta is the end. It is neither it has its beginning, neither it has its middle, neither it has its end. So adi madhyanto varjitam. What? You have to go? Or go salute and go. Thakur. So it is beyond existence. This visible universe is without beginning and without middle and without end. That which is Atman we are talking about, this is have a beginning, no? This body has a beginning, is it not? Well, you are not saying anything. Say. Yes. When it... Thank you. Yes. Why yes? Because this body was not there before my birth. Is it not? So body has a beginning, Adi. It has a middle. We say we are in the middle age. And then Anta, one day, body is gone. So it has its beginning, it has its middle, it has its... But Atman, that is not beginning, not middle. If there is no beginning, no end, how can we find the middle? To find the middle, you must have to have a beginning and end, and then you can find the 50-50 this way, that way, no? But if that body has a beginning, body has an end, so body has a middle. We call middle age. But if the body, Atman, which has no beginning, which has no end, where can you find the middle? So it is beyond beginning, beyond ending, beyond any middle position. Varjitam. And that is also bhava, abhava, vinirmuktam. And that is, vinirmuktam means absolutely free from bhava. Can you say it exists? Or can you say it is non-existent? It is existing, Atman is existing, or non-existing? Beyond existing, because it is not the existence like this. Our existence means we find limited objects. Existence, the microphone is here, it is limited. The table is here, the pews are there, the chandelier is here. These are all segmental things. Or whatever is our concept of existence. The sun is, means sun is a light, huge energy, and there are many, but he is only one. So it has a limited existence. Existence means, according to our perception, in the day-to-day behavior, whatever is limited, that is in our existence. We say tree is there, sun is there, space is there, and the human being is there, ocean is there. You are all segmenting. Time, space, and also that is additional name and form. It is added with the name and form. So this says, bhava means that, existence. So can you say Atman is in that way? No. It is not existing in that way. It is not segmental, here and there is nothing, and if there is a space. It is not like that. And abhava, can you say it is non-existence? Well, that I cannot say. Why? If that does not exist, how do you exist? This relative existence depends on your existence of the Atman, the self. So it is said, this visible universe is without any beginning, middle, and end. In which sense? This universe is not. It is beyond existence or non-existence. It is tranquil. It is nothing but a non-dual Brahman. Knowing thus, be happy. So if you say this world is existing in segment. In that way, it does not exist because it changes. Yesterday, some million of years before, the earth was not the same way we are now. In billions of years, it will not be the same. So it is not existing in that sense. It is non-existing that way. Because it is what? It is Brahman only. Look at it, it is Atman only. It is the one all-pervaded consciousness. So that is the main teaching. Every verse will talk about the same thing in diverse ways. So this visible universe is without any beginning. Idam sarvam adi madhyanta varjitam. You see that this universe, visible universe, which has segment, which has beginning and end, but in totality, in reality, the names and forms are changing. There is only one existence, and that is called Brahman. That is called Atman. Adi anta varjitam. And it is beyond existence and non-existence. And it is tranquil. Abhava vinirmuktam ekam, only one, and that is shantam. That is the most peaceful state. There is no change, no unrest. That is the nature, real nature of this universe. You, me, everything. It is nothing but the non-dual Brahman. Iti gyatva, knowing this, sukhi bhavo. Be happy. You want to be happy? Be happy in this way. That this world is apparently with name and form, with beginning, end and end, but in reality, it is the Atman, it is the Brahman, all-pervaded consciousness, which has no beginning, no middle, no end. Knowing this is a question of knowing, not that you will gain something or bring something out. Vedanta does not say, I will gain this by doing this spiritual practice, I will realize God. You are not to realize God, you are. Only you will know that. You know now that you are a human being. I am a man, I am a woman, I am this gun, I have this quality, I have this quality, I am lacking this quality. That time you will know, no, I am neither man, neither woman, neither body, neither anything. I am that Atman. Know this. It is not to bring something that it is not here. Sometimes our spiritual life means that I will gain something. It is not gaining like you purchase with money, go to the shopping place and gain something and bring in your home for decoration. Christmas is coming now. So it is not like that. It is already yours. You have forgotten that identity and you are looking at in a way which is segmental, which is the cause of all frustration and failures and frustration. That's why beautiful songs are there. Oh Lord, Rabindranath Tagore song. Oh Lord, in you there is everything. And when I separate myself from you, there is my frustration, there is my pain, there is my agony, there is my bereavement, there is my death. But when I can connect with you, there is no trace of all these things because I am that I am. That's the full. Tumahote jabe hoiye bimukh apunar pane chai. When I look at me, this petty me, this is me, nothing but. It is just bundle of emotion and flesh and bone. That's much. I. Then it has its loss. I lost my friendship. I will lose my friendship. I lose my money. I lose my house. But when I connect myself with you, O Lord, who is the summation of everything, who to lose? What to lose? Who can lose in the infinite? There is nothing lost in infinite. Every loss is infinite. A little wave will lose its shape and size and form. But ocean, will it lose anything? Whether it is ripple, whether it is huge wave, or it is nothing, it's calm sea. It does not lose anything. So all loss is in personified egocentric personality. Swami Sridharananda Swami always emphasizes, change your egocentric personality to God-centric personality. Think that you are connected with God. Is it devotional way you say, I love God, I am a servant of God? Connect that way. Vedanta will say, no, I am, the real me is God, not this. This has come, this will die. This has changes. So, anyway, in whatever philosophy you try to think that this world as you see, it is an illusion. That's why Vedanta says it is an illusion. Vivarta. It is a philosophy of Vivarta, it is appearance. But in reality it is Brahman. In reality it is the Satchidananda, absolute consciousness and bliss. But I am befooled by my ignorance and I see things. Now visual, what you call? That people put in the eyes. 3-dimension, 3D, virtual reality. So we are putting already a virtual reality, we are putting another virtual reality over it. The dream within a dream. After soon days are coming, it will be very difficult. So what is the real, what is unreal? This vision is true, or put another virtual reality over it, and another. Dream within a dream within a dream. That is much difficult. Vedanta will be much difficult in future because you will be in dream reality so much. So anyway, that explanation says, note, without any beginning, middle or end means beyond creation, existence and destruction. And that which exists after creation is known as the existing entity, bhava vastu, bhava. Brahman is not like that. Neither it is abhava or non-existing entity after the creation. Moreover, it is separate from the manifest and the unmanifest. It is the state of negation of all cause and effect. And Acharya Shankara has said in the Aparoksha Anubhuti, on page 55 top, there is no material ingredient in this phenomenal universe other than Brahman. Therefore, this whole universe is Brahman alone and nothing else. This whole universe has been constituted by Satchidananda, nothing else. But a virtual reality, I am seeing this reality. But actually, there is only one reality. But in virtual eyeglass of my mind have a virtual perception. No? And that has come in between my real self, and I am seeing like that. And what is happening? I am seeing this diversity. But it is not there.
In the Facebook these days, people make the virtual friendships. So but the people are there behind it.
What?
In Facebook and all these things, people make virtual friendships.
Virtual friendship. I do not know how they do that. Those who do, they can respond to this question, a response to this very good question. How do you make friendship in the Facebook? Anyway, that's why that friendship lingers how long? It may linger. Suppose there is no friendship and you make a friendship through Facebook. But how long it will remain? Only till I die. Maximum. Maximum is that much is the range. Before that it was not here. After that it will not stay. So it is not a reality then. Same argument. Argument is that it has a beginning, it has an end. If it is not that, then it is Brahman. But whatever you have a beginning, it must have to. And if you have a beginning, it must have to end. If you have a birth, you will have a death. You have a good health, you will have a bad health. So opposites will be always there. You have to accept it. Only in non-dual reality there is no two. Yes.
So can you have a friendship in Brahman with people?
Friendship means attachment. This is our friendship. Friendship means what? What is the definition of friendship? Friends were two different people. When they make friendship, they try to unite together. They come close together. They feel proximity together. They find joy in being together. So if you make Brahman or Atman your friend, this relative I making a friendship with my real I, that means we are coming close to that. And as you come close to that, you get the characteristic of the person whom you love. That's why people, association makes so much difference, no? A good boy coming in association with some bad people, few days within few days, they make friendship. Because of their friendship, see, their all character change within so short time. Even those who are in different situation in life and suddenly get a holy company, making friendship with the holy, their life changes. Similarly, if we make Atman or God, if you can make friendship with Atman, you think of Atman. Your mind will roam in Atman. As we love someone, our mind roams into that person in a human relationship. If you hate sometimes, that also you think of him or her day and night. Two forces. But the point is that it is the duality. So friendship means if we love our real self, we will be inclined towards that and we will be less interested in things which are not so important in life. Okay? Yes?
Yeah. Okay. So this whole, so you're saying that we see things like through a lens, like a lens, which is delusional.
Mm.
Right? But we didn't really create this delusional lens. This whole creation is
So you take surrender.
part of this whole creation.
Good.
No?
If you say so, you are not responsible. Somebody has created. Fall at his feet. Hey, why did you create? Take away this. Simple response. That's it. There comes devotion. Oh Lord, please, I don't want to be in delusion anymore. You have created such eyeglass for me. It is always giving me botheration. Please take away your. They take away. You know when you go to see 3D IMAX in theater hall, and they give you the glass. No, they give you the glass to put on your eyes. And if you want to stay there and you enjoy it. But if you want to come back, then you give away the glass. So we have received the glass, eyeglass, and let him give back to them. Oh Lord, you gave me, I thought I will enjoy, but now I think I am being enjoyed. So please take back your eyeglass. Is it not a good deal? Yeah. That's why devotional practice will say that you give back and tell, oh Lord, it is enough for me. I have seen enough of your drama. Though it is not there, but it appears like that, and it appears in such a way, I forget what is reality and what is real and what is fake. So please help me. That's why surrender. Ramakrishna said, cry for God. Huh? If that's a cry, then that cry will find out means. Huh? Does it make sense? There is no difference in jnana and bhakti, you see? Mm-hmm. There is no such difference. They are all interrelated.
It's not such an easy path. It requires a lot of crying.
Yeah. But cry will come when you know. No. Cry will come really when we really start disgusted with these things. We must have to reach a point of frustration. That is in Vedanta called vairagya, renunciation. Because you must have to be frustrated with it. I have enough, but it does not please me anymore. Buddha have everything. He came to reached a point where, what is this? And that question must have to be solved. And that will force you. You are helpless there. You have nothing to do. So this is the thing, through the experience of life, we reach this point. There's nothing wrong. But it is the question of as early as we learn, so quickly we can come back to our senses.
But sometimes it requires more than crying after loss. Vivekananda somewhere said that we are all on stage playing another role, and then we forget
Right,
the difference between the actor and the role.
right.
From time to time, we have some sharp pinpricks, one of which would be, say, bereavement. A loved one dies. And at that moment, you have this smashana vairagya, which comes only at bereavement.
At least that
But
comes.
It comes, but
We forget
Vivekananda
again.
was saying at that moment, you're whisked off the stage in the sense that you're not allowed to see that separation too clearly because it takes more than just bereavement. It takes, as you said, somebody with a full plate like Prince Siddhartha Gautama, with everything given to him, and yet he wanted to
That there is an explanation that not to praise anyone or blame anyone, because we have started our journey early. Someone started before, someone's experience in the last life, someone's experience is going on this life, someone will be reaching the same point where all the highest mystics dedicated their life for God. So it is not to get frustrated for that, but to know that we are on the journey. Why not you please come one step so that I can see all the faces? Yeah. Next. See, we can see all. So, yeah. So that is the point, that we need to go through the experience. No one learns without experience. And that experience should tell that I have experienced enough. Now, Swami Vivekananda used to sing the song, Aba Shiva par karo mera naiya. Oh Lord Shiva, now you take me in your boat to rescue me from this. As the point comes, when everything being there, at the same time, everything is not fulfilling. And you said, what? I don't want. I have it enough. I didn't get it. What is the other way? That's why Sri Ram used to cry. Where I will get? That's why when Swami Vivekananda, the young boy, came to Ramakrishna, what he sang? Judai te chai, kuthai judai. His first song is that I want to be consoled and soothed in my heart. And my heart is burning. But where shall I soothe it? And I am coming again and again, I am born. Bare bare asi, koto kadi hasi. I cry how much? I smile, I cry, and I go through all these turmoils, life after life after life. And I'm searching, oh, who is there? Please show me the path. That inner cry will come. And that whatever way it comes, that cry is the point when he really find. Then he found Ramakrishna. Then got Ramakrishna's instruction. And the whole life transformed. Though he was a great yogi, but still that intensity will drive us. You are here for what? In Los Angeles, how many people are there? We are not talking anything bad things here. But see how many people here? Only few of you. Why did you come here? You have a calling inside. What you are doing, that over and above, you try to find something which is inner call. And to satisfy that inner call, you are here. So when that inner call will make you restless more and more and more, a point will come, then you cannot think, oh, I will have to organize this, organize that, and then I will be thinking of God. Everything will be left. And then run for that intense desire to fulfill that intense desire. So everything in life, what happens is there is a necessity of it. Only good people or spiritual people can get the benefit of that. Anything bad happening, they can learn out of that. Anything good happening, they can learn out of that. But those who are ignorant, these things go away. Markata Vairagya, as you said, Smashana Vairagya, come for a split second, and again after 2 months, 1 month, forgot and goes more engaged into the world. And again one blocking stroke comes, then he learns little. This is the way we go. But intelligent people can learn by seeing someone. You are not to put your finger into the fire again. You saw somebody has put the finger and get burned, and the pain of that person. Seeing that, one can learn. So that is the advanced student who can see and learn. So this whole world, the Sankara says, there is no material ingredient. This world is not matter. As we say, it is earth, air, fire, etc. We say in Vedanta, no? The whole world is made of 5 elements. But according to highest standard of this, these are not ingredients, these are in Maya. You are seeing the 5 elements in this phenomenal universe. Other than Brahman, it is constituted by Brahman. It is H2O only. Entire ocean is nothing but H2O. You may divide it in any other constitutional division, as we did. Therefore, this whole universe is Brahman alone and nothing else. Again, that idea is again clarified in the next verse, quoting from the same Viveka Chudamani, Aparakshanuhuti. Just as a clay is well known as pot, and threads are well known as cloth. No, this cloth is what? Is it anything but thread? Threads interspersed. But we call it cloth. We call it shirt. We call it t-shirt. You name so many ways. But it is only the thread. So thread you forgot. Now, when you refer to this, we never say it is thread. I am wearing thread. Do anyone use that word? They say I am using a shirt. I am using a coat. But it is what? Constitutionally, it is nothing but the thread. So, but we don't use thread. Similarly, we are using thread, but we don't say thread. We give a name. So we are using this word with name, but it is all Brahman, like the thread. It's a good example, no? Understand? And also giving another example, clay. All the clay pots. Nowadays we don't use clay pots, but in early days, clay was the item through which this glass, plate, drinking water, cooking pot, everything was clay pots. But you are giving different names. But it is nothing. If I say it is only clay, is it wrong? So this is the point. I see you. I am seeing you with name and form. I am seeing the thread, but I am seeing it is called shirt, it is called trouser, it is called pant, it is called whatever. You give the names and names and names, only to the thread, only to the clay. You are giving the different names, glass, plate, pitcher, jar, whatever name you give. So similarly, a beautiful idea. If you meditate on that, no, really, even it's an intellectual argument or giving support to your feeding your intellect. Just to sit, sometimes think. Yes, go to the Macy's and see all the clothing. Of course, they mix with not only thread, but they have different other materials. But think that it is all made of cloth. All cloth is only thread. Is it not the thread in so many ways you are saying? If someone goes, hey, give me this thread. In the business world, people will say, get out. But what thread is it you are asking for? So if you come here and say it is a Brahman, people will say it is a cranky brain. Get out. But if they say, oh, you are a man, you are a woman, you are good, you are bad, come, and have a business with me. So we are involved in the business because we don't see the thread. We see only the different designs of the thread. So only Brahman is the thread. Atman is the thread. And all other things are only name and form. So just sit. Sit for a few minutes. Stand in the Hollywood Boulevard and see the stream of people coming and going and this, and it's only the thread in the name and form you are using. In a metaphor, you are saying like that. It is you name to a transactional world, we call. In a world of our transaction, you need to use this term, otherwise this world will not understand you and you will not be able to make them understand what you mean by trade. So, but for your own spiritual freedom, your choice will go away, because if you know it is all trade, whom to receive, whom to reject. Is it not? If you know it is trade only, then your attraction for other things will go away. You will love the trade, because trade is the only thing permeating everywhere in the whole cosmos. So, trade is the divine, trade is the Lord Himself, whatever way we call Brahman Atman. This Brahman is to be experienced by negating the appellation of the universe, just like one recognizing clay and thread. Once the appellation of the pot and cloth are gone, our concept of the cloth, our concept of the shirt, pant, these will go away, and your focus will be on the thread only. Similarly, this appellation will go away. You will reach the truth. Next verse also from the same aparaksha. Once the discrimination is practiced, name and form of the pot dissolves, and only the knowledge of the clay stands firm. In the same manner, by discrimination or discernment would have been the better translation. That time I used discrimination more. The phenomenal world remains only in the form of Brahman, which is self-luminous. So if you can get away with this name and form of the thread, design of the thread, then what will remain? Only thread will remain, or Brahman will remain, Atman will only remain. So, in the awareness of a spiritual seeker, what will remain? Only the Atman will remain. That means he will see Atman everywhere. He will see the Brahman everywhere. He will see the ocean of joy everywhere, because that is the constituent of the entire universe. Next one, just as one is handling only clay while using pots and other clay articles, similarly when performing every sort of secular and ritualistic Vedic actions, one is interacting with Brahman alone. Though on account of their ignorance, the people do not comprehend this. That's why Swami Vivekananda in the Inspired Talk says, from the morning till night, you are dealing with the Atman only. But you don't know. You are taking a glass of water, actually you are drinking Brahman to Brahman. This is Brahman, the water is Brahman, this is the thread. Only shape is the cup, shape is the water, shape is this physical flesh and bone, but it is thread. See, knowledge comes. That is called, Vedanta is not dry, it is very sweet. But you have to, like a honeycomb, you have to poke in proper place. If you poke in wrong place, the bees will bite you and kill you. You will be a great Pandit, and you will be only confused. Whole life you will be talking big Vedanta, and don't grab anything out of it. You will be only a logician, a good logician who is fit for argumentation and getting name and fame as scholar. I know, understand this and that. But if this is known, your criticism will go away from your life. Whom will you criticize? If it is the only reality, whom you are criticizing? You are criticizing yourself. So this eye should open up. That's the third eye. Third eye does not mean that another eye like this will come up here. We don't see in Ramakrishna, Buddha, Christ. No one has another eye here. So spirituality is not that there will another horn will come or eye will come in the forehead. But it is the eye of witness. Eye of what you call the seeing things. And third eye of knowledge and wisdom. So I will see this, but I will see as thread. I will see as clay. I will see as the gold, the inherent material of all ornaments. This whole world is an ornament in God's hand. And every ornament is created out of gold. So seeing that gold, seeing that thread, seeing that idea of what we call the clay, you see that oneness, and that oneness permeates. That's why Gita's idea comes, Sthita Praggasya Bhasa. Who is a Sthita Pragga? Whose wisdom is established in the second chapter. Who does not see any distinction. Sukheshu Anudvignamana. Happiness comes, he is happy. Dukheshu Vigataspriya. If the sukha comes, happiness comes, he does not get elated like us. Dukheshu, if suffering comes, goes down to depression and cries and weeps and the whole world is gone, as it were. They don't do like that. Dukheshu Anudvignamana. Sukheshu Vigataspriya. Bhita Raga Bhayakrodha. He has been detached. Raga means attachment. Bhita Raga. His attachment has gone. From what? Bhita Raga Bhaya and Krodha. Our whole life, every day we are fearful. Oh, what will happen? Oh, what is going? If I die, what will happen? Bhita Raga, he has got all detachment to all these fears and of death and all attachment. Against all this, his mind is alive. Sthito Dhihi, he is the person whose buddhi has established in the right wisdom. So this is the idea. Now, if everything is Brahman alone, then why we make this distinction between the self and the non-self? It's a good question. If everything is that, why do we make a distinction? To answer, the Shankara again says in the same Aparaksha Anubhuti that just as a pot is composed solely of clay, so also the body is composed solely of consciousness. Is it then futile when an indiscriminating person creates these divisions between the self and the non-self? No. So, just as pot is composed solely of clay, so also this body, mind, everything is composed of the one consciousness. And because of that, not knowing that, I cannot discriminate, I cannot disassociate. Therefore, I say this is called the unself, non-self, that is the self. For me, we say this world is a non-self. Brahman is the only reality. This is unreal. We are saying in our this state of ignorance. But actually, ignorant people, when he will attain knowledge, what he will say? There is no such thing as not matter. That's why Swami Sister Nivedita wrote in the introduction of the books on Swami Vivekananda's complete works. They say that the distinction between secular and spiritual has been abolished when Swami Vivekananda came. Everything is divine. You are seeing wrongly. Your wrong interpretation does not make the truth different. The secular and sacred, these are the distinctions created by the mind, which is polluted mind, whose eyeglass is clouded. It sees this vague perception. When it is totally clean, it will see that there is no two, only one, and that is Atman. That appears to be, as we said so many times, appears to be Jiva, Jagat and Ishvara. Jiva, individual soul. Jagat, this diverse manifestation in name and form. And Ishvara, the creator. This trinity has been brought it here. But it is only one. So just as a pot is composed solely of clay, so also the body is composed solely of consciousness. Is it then futile when an undiscriminating person who cannot discriminate properly, analyze properly, create these divisions? That means it is ignorant people like us divide this one into many. There Nivedita says also, when one and many becomes the same, is it not that every worship, every action is service to God? If one and many and one are the same, many is actually the same. If that is the philosophical truth, then is it not all our actions, all our deeds, whatever we do, is it not the worship of the Lord? You give a glass of water, is it not a service to God? You clean the roof from floor, is it not service to God? If there is no secular, many and one are the many and that one are the same, one and the same. Then every work, that's why it brings a spiritual wisdom that you become totally lost into that divine wisdom and knowledge.
What is the literal translation of that second line? Atma Anatma.
Vibhaga goyam, vibhago.
And the whole line.
Vibhago ayam, mudhaivo kriyate abudhai. হয়তো mudha evo, মানে that's it. এই যে বিভাগ, this discrimination is mudhaivo kriyate. It is falsely done or created by abudhai, whose understanding is not right. Buddha means men of wisdom. Abudha means dull. Abudhai.
Swami, you say something else about the one. I know when I drive on the freeway, I see the cars, I see just one. I know it's one, but there's more to learn here.
No, that's why we have just focus on the example given, the thread and their dress. You are seeing dress is different, but you are only seeing the thread. So it is only one. I am seeing it many. See, that one and many are the one same. Then is it not anything as an individual I am doing to you? Is it not really I am serving my divine self? If there and here is only one thread, and this thread has taken two forms, one is there, one here, is it not in duality when it is serving anything, talking to anybody, doing anything? Is it not serving myself?
When I go down the Hollywood Boulevard and I see all those crazy people, it's a circus.
That you have to go there later on. First you see holiness in holy people, and then you go there. It will be second stage. Yeah. No, you see that there is. I'm not. No, I'm seeing that, but their behavior may be not corresponding to our expectation. But this expectation is my weakness. Again, it's my weakness.
I'm supposed to look at it, though.
You look at the Brahman playing this way. The same reality is same water taking this form. It's a reckless form or sweet form or sour form. You know how many forms it may be. All the different rasas, sweet, sour, bitter. Okay, so we end there. Just as a pot is completely, the purpose of such reasoning is to be arrive at the correct wisdom. So this point is that here, the last verse is very important, that just as the pot is composed of solely of clay, so also the body is composed solely of the consciousness. Is it made like a thread? Is it then futile? Then is it our uselessness that when an undiscriminating person or those person who have no sufficient understanding about this analysis, they create a distinction between self and non-self? Is it wrong? Well, no, it is not futile. The purpose of such reasoning is to arrive at the correct wisdom. First take the stone, someone who have not committed any mistakes. First decide. See, you stopped everything. Because you know that is as Christ in you, there is the one. There is whom you are judging. Don't judge. Let ye be judged. By the way you are judging somebody, you will be judged sometimes. This is an eternal message. But how that feeling is coming? Why he is feeling so much suffering for the girl, for the lady who is going to be stoned to death? That was a system of killing. That was a system of punishing. Anyone did right or wrong. Who are you to do that? Why don't you look what you do? The whole world changes, no? We don't learn. How much Vedanta we do, how much book reading we do, we don't come back to the experience. Why do you see fault in others? Why not see what fault you have already? You have a bundle of weaknesses and you are talking about finding the weakness in others. No? So here. And then you see, then you will feel, oh, ho, ho, if I am having so many, you should have something. What is wrong in it? If I have, I am a good person. I think I am a holy person. But I have so many garbage. Why not? You should have some garbage. Then we can make friendship. This is the point. And that comes spontaneously to a spiritual person because he feels the identity in that level. All our frustration comes because I am separate, you are separate. I am higher, you are lower. I am holier than you. What holy you are? I am holier than you. That creates all this nonsense.
I'd like to ask, why is it that it's called self-realization and not Atman realization?
Atman, for our English knowing people, is easy to say self. Always Atman. Atman is those who, suppose we are listening so many years, for us it will be Atma Jnana. That's enough. But this for those who are reading fast, coming to this Vedantic idea, it is better to use a language which will resonate in their heart. That's why it is also kept capital S. Small s and capital S. These are the way we make a discrimination. Okay? So here we end. So only today's study, only one verse. So we will expect that 1 week study this one verse. Eh? We can remind ourselves while walking, while doing something. Think about that. Rope, thread, and the costumes, the pot, and the clay, the ornaments, and the gold, like that. And see how we see. I'm not seeing wrong, but my mind is focused on the external name and form, but not going to the constituent element which is the thread. So similarly, I am seeing only the exterior, but its constituent element is Atman, is me. Atman means I am there, I am here, I am everywhere. So this is the Vedantic essence of Vedanta is here. What else? No? Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanam Astu. Thank you. Tomorrow we'll have our gospel class at 7:30.
Next week is
Yeah, next week.
reception.
Acha, okay. Next week, please come, whoever can come. Our assistant minister will come from India to help us. His name is, what is it? Satya is truth. Maya, full or permeated by that, or prachurja. Maya truth is prachurja, where fullness of truth. Ananda is bliss. Anyhow, so he will be coming. So we'll have our reception at 7 o'clock, Tuesday, next Tuesday. So after meditation, after prayer, everything is done, we meditate, and then 7 o'clock we have reception. And
The temple.
yeah. And then please come if you can. And then we are not cancelling our class. We'll have that maybe 15-20 minutes it will go. Afterwards, then we have some snacks or something, and you can talk to the Swami, chit chat. And then afterwards, we'll push our class little late, It may not be 7:30. It may be 7:45, 7:50, like that. And we'll shorten our reading that day. We need not have to elaborate so much. My book never ends. It goes on years and years. So anyway, so we'll read one verse or two verse, whatever we can, and that is the way. And it will be good that if you can be there to come on next to 11. Of course, we'll have some supper after the class. Because there will be no gap. 7 o'clock prayer ends, and we go to the reception, and that time we do snacks.
7 o'clock here in the temple.
Yes. And then, after we finish the snacks, we go on, if we continue with the song. Then we'll say that class starts here, whoever comes. And then at the end of the